Hey guys, Bobby here. So I get a question often enough that I figure I'd just do a video on it. And it's, what Spyderco would you recommend for around $100? So I pulled out a few of mine and this would probably be the ones that I would recommend for, around $100. So I have them in order of most expensive to least expensive. And so before we even go over those, I'll tell you, I think these go for around 120. This is the Paramilitary 2, all the way to the Mannix G10 version, and I think these go on Amazon for $75 as of right now. So if you, and even cheaper than that, get a Delica, right? So a Delica, great knife. I don't think you're going to find a negative review about this. It's actually a workhorse for me. And for even cheaper, Spyderco Tenacious. And you're looking about 35, 40 bucks. So we got those out of the way, but right around that $100 mark, we'll go over these ones real quick. So this is Paramilitary 2, and I don't think you're going to find one person that's going to say, something negative about this. At least for me, this is still one of my favorite knives. And browse my channel, I have quite a few knives. But this is still quality-wise, just for EDC, it's pretty light and very well made. The ergonomics has a fairly large handle, about a 3.4-inch blade, and it's really light. They really did a lot of milling, as you can see. See how they took some of that metal away in the liners? Same thing, they took they made pretty huge pockets out. And the action on mine, if you can see, is just, is just great. Another thing I like is, so this one's made in Golden, Colorado. And so people always say, that the Tai Chung ones are, the quality is better. But if you just feel, to me, how it's cut, these feel like they've just been sanded down just a little more. This is a little sharper cut. So I really like, I really like this one. The Paramilitary 2, I don't think you could go wrong. I said I bought my dad one of these. He really likes it because the large hole, he has arthritis in his hands. So for him, he can just open it really easy, close it really easy. The compression lock is terrific. He's one of the strongest locks on the market, and it's fun to play with. You see how just middle finger flick it, close that compression lock, kind of just a little bit of force, and it just closes. So terrific knife. I don't think you could go wrong with it. I like the pocket clip. Just goes in and out the pants. Terrific. Truly one of the best ADCs that out there, period. But if that's too big for you, the Spyderco Sage 1. Elegant knife. I really like the pocket clip. This one's black as opposed to all the other ones have the chrome pocket clip. That stands out just a little bit more. But for right around $100, I think you get this. I bought this one at Knife Works. That's the cheapest I saw, and it was like $118. And the cool thing about Knife Works is you get custom engravings, whatever you want, for like $5 more. And I think that's great. But you're gonna get about the same blade shape. Very useful, this leaf shape. And it gives you just a little bit of belly. Full flat ground. They're all full flat ground. So first of all, they're all gonna have the same grind. You're just really talking, little different blade shapes. Some have a little more belly. So if you look, they're about equal. So it's the size though. You can see you get about that much more blade on the Paramilitary 2 and a little more handle. So, you know, that's just personal preference. I carry this one a lot. They all have choils. So they all have choils. They all have great jimping. At least all the options I'm showing you. And so this one's a liner lock. It has a, so it's G10 with a kind of like a faux carbon fiber. So a real thin layer of carbon fiber over the top. That's going to be S30V, made in Taiwan. So compared to the Paramilitary 2, this is going to be, like I said, a little sharper cut. I mean, it just is. But it's not sharp to disengage it, which I like. Just another great EDC knife. You know, you can see it's been hollowed out as well. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is actually my second time owning one of these. So just to let you know, this is one of my favorite knives. Period. And you guys know I have quite a few different knives, but this is definitely one of my favorites. So probably one of my newer ones is going to be this is the Mannix Lightweight. So really what you're paying for in this is the S110V blade, which really holds its edge. This is super light. So if you know you wanted if you don't mind FRN and you want a really super light knife, you know this is probably going to be the one, and it's going to hold its edge forever. You know, for a long time anyway. It's going to excel at every EDC task. Like I said, this has a forward finger choil, full flat ground as well. And you got S110V steel, and it's made in Golden, Colorado. So, and I could tell it's not, you know, it's not as sharp in the hole. Just really well made. You guys can see, nothing, no liners. And I thought that was going to bother me, but for some reason with this knife it doesn't. I really like this one as well. Great pocket clip and great action. I really like playing with this since it's actually smoothing out quite a bit since I bought it. So one of the things with this knife, I almost carry this every day. So as soon as I get home, whatever knife I'm carrying, I normally switch it out when I get home for this. Because, you know, a lot of times I wear basketball shorts, and, you know, this really, you don't even notice this in your pocket. So, the next one. So I think I bought this right around $100. I bought this one at KnifeWorks as well, and they had the best price that I found, so I went with them. I bought this from Amazon. Amazon has these for $75. I checked today. I don't remember what I paid, but I think it's, you know, had to be right around there. And this is just a Mannix. So this has quite a bit of heft to it. And, you know, I like this knife as well. G10 handles. I like the locking mechanism. Great pocket clip. Kind of the same as the Paramilitary 2. So I think where they saved on this is they did not hollow out the liners. So, you know, it's gonna be a lot heavier than all these other knives here. I could bring my scale out and show you guys. So we'll compare. So this is S30V. That's S30V. I do like, see that satin finish? It has a stonewash finish. Can I give you a look at the blade shapes? You can get a little more cutting length and a little more belly. So I don't know if that shows. Just match the trolls up. So this points down a little more. Which actually, that's a really useful design. You know, opening up boxes, stuff like that. And so you're gonna get quite a bit more heft too with this. But that's going to be right around $75, and I think for $75 that is a great great value. I'll show you guys some of the weight comparisons. So for EDC, generally all these feel great in hand. So none of them are, even though this one probably weighs, this Mannix probably weighs the most, 3.78. So Paramilitary 2, 3.78. 3.25 for the Sage 1. 2.87. And that's for the lightweight. So that's the lightest weight. And you can see 4.82. So you got about a 4.82, 3.82. So about an ounce difference, that's not bad. Let's see. And most of it's in the handle. You can see it wants to fall down this way. So I mean the balance point's gonna be right about right there. So which I can't get that. Yeah, it's right about right here. But I mean, it's really a great knife. I like it. So these would be my recommendations for that right around $100 range. I showed you guys the Delica and Tenacious if you even wanted to get cheaper. If you guys have other recommendations, please list them down below. I know they have a new Gail Bradley out. Unfortunately I don't have one, so but out of the stuff that I have, this is what I would recommend. But well, thanks guys for watching. I hope this helped someone, answered a question or two, and that's about it. So thanks for watching. Bye.